Okay, yeah, good evening once again. So yeah, let's just start the class what do we start? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Where do we stop? Where do we stop? I think we did this. Okay, we're actually supposed to put it yesterday. Yeah. We're actually supposed to do this yesterday. So yeah, that's what we'll be treating today. So yeah, before we before we um before we continue, so yeah, do you have any questions so far on the classes? Maybe the power of which you don't understand, so so you can just continue. You can just ask before we continue the class. Anyone with any question? Yeah, can you people hear me, sir? Yeah, please, if you are there, just okay. I'll give you. Yeah, today it will be hands-on practice, right? It will be hands-on practice. So yeah, it won't be the one we've been doing. It won't be. We'll be using a real data set today. So yeah, let's start. I actually want to delete all these database and create a new one. So how can I create? I actually want to create a product product table. So yeah, can someone just unmute their mic and just tell me how do I create a product table? So yeah, what we are trying to achieve today, before you unmute your mic, what we are trying to achieve today is we are trying to import a real data set because I actually prepared the data set on Excel already. Right? I prepared the data set on Excel. I've prepared the data set on Excel. This 40 or 42 page data set. I'll be importing them into the SQL. Then we'll do some data cleaning and then we'll do some data cleaning and then yeah, we'll see how to go about this. So basically, this is what we are doing today. And then before we do the real project, the real data set, I want to say something. I actually want to discuss about this the following between and or constraints, all this following with dummy data set before we actually use that real data set. So yeah, I mean, in a way, I actually did not need this one. I'm not deleting them. I don't need all this one. It's just our last class, right? So I've not formed, that's why I'm not deleting them. So yeah, how can I delete all these database? Yeah, I'm so sorry for the background noise. So how can I delete all these database and actually create product database, right? I want to create product database, and also I want to create what do you call it? I want to create customer database. So yeah, I want to create product database and customer database. Yeah, okay. So how can I create product database? Please can you mention my phone one or two? So I can let's just start with anyone, right? Oh yeah, now I can hear you. I can hear you. How can I create database? This is easy now.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay. To create a database, I think we put input in create database product.
Create database, database product. Yeah, good. I actually want to create two database which are product and with customer. So create database for customer team. So that's the question. So let me run the question. Control enter. I see. and then control enter. So yeah, let's refresh this one. So in a way, when I refresh this one, I can actually see my customer and what and product. So I actually want to delete this finance, this FF and HR. I want to delete all this with super structure. How can I delete database? Yeah, please can someone unmute their mic? How can I delete all these database that I don't need? I only need product and customer to be here. So I don't need FF, finance, HR and product. Yeah, please someone should unmute their mic.
Yeah, I think
Take you.
drop database and as
I should write what?
drop database finance.
Okay, drop database and delete finance. You just control C control do nothing. This will be FF. This will be HR. And the last one will be superstar. I just want to run this. I don't know if I can run the four together next time. Okay, I can actually run the four together. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Good. So this thing is actually the same thing as control enter, right? So I just select everything here. And I just do control enter. Right. So yeah, this is the one we need. Okay, now I want to insert values into our customer value. Inserting, inserting values into customers product value. Okay, how can I insert values into my customer and product table? Anyone?
What are the values we want to insert?
Just tell me how we just tell me the query how we insert.
Insert into customer.
Basically insert into customer. So what else? Okay, the tables now. The columns.
Yes.
It should be create table though. Sorry, it should be create table. I have to create the table before I start that. Thank you. How to create because I've only created. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to do. I've only created the database. So I need to create
Yeah.
tables.
Yeah. You haven't created table.
So this one will be how do I create table? Then I want to create well I think we understand what I'm doing too because I need the tool for the explanation today. So in a way for the faster part, come to enter.
I think we are going to enter the columns before we create the table.
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Last name, what else? Customer, first name, last name. What else? what the box product box product box then product ID product ID then product version and amount and then the amount. Okay. Okay, now can someone unmute that call? How do we have what is the data type of customer item? What are we expecting?
Integer. Integer.
Integer.
Um, so this one is a comma. What about first name?
Varchar.
Varchar. What should be in the bracket?
20.
50.
20. This is okay. Okay, what about last name?
Varchar.
Last name should be Varchar. And you should have 20, right?
Yes.
Okay. What about it's not the one. What about product board? Dots.
Varchar too.
And this should be like 15. What about product ID?
Integer.
Integer.
21. What about amount?
There's no comma
Integer.
after product, but
Afterwards, this one. Oh, thank you. What about amount?
decimal.
Integer. Decimal.
It can be integer, but let's use decimal. So decimal, product, let's do this conversion. Oh, I guess this is okay. So, control enter. Oh, now it is giving me no database selected by default. Select the default database. Now remember, we have two databases here. So it does not know where you should put this table. SQL is asking me, where am I supposed to put this table? Is it under customer database or under custom or under product database? So before this one, you can just write use database. This database what customer.
Mhm.
Then scroll down. So control enter. You have an error. Customer is not current. Oh, so it's supposed to be used customer. Actually, they updated this table. It used to be used database. Anyway, use customer query. Use customer. So now you already know that this table is actually going under this customer now. Let's run this one again. Sorry. Right. So I can just click this one. You have an error. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. Let's refresh. So can you see I have my customer here? So for this one, for this product here, I can just use product. That would be under this table will be stored under this product, right? So use product. This product nice. So yeah, we can see it is already clicking this one, not customer again. So yeah, please do you understand what I just did? Or can I come again? Can I go over it? I think people do understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now let's create this product ID chain. Let's create product ID, the product table. So open one, then close. So yeah, what are the products? So we have product ID. We have products. Product ID. Where is the one? That product name, value source product, and how then first class, okay, first class, times money, profit, pattern, selling price, general and profit, general and then let me use cost center, cost center, 10, as economic, quantity, profit, mm, okay, no category. Um, okay, this product, under this product ID, what are we expecting now? What are you expecting under this product ID? What is the data type you are expecting under product ID?
Integer.
Integer. What about product name?
Vaca.
Worker what?
20.
Okay, what about cost price? What are you expecting?
Decimal.
Decimal. Decimal what?
63.
Let's just so let's just system. Let's just uniform.
Okay.
Profit center. Decimal.
Decimal.
What about quantity?
Integer.
Integer. What about amount?
Decimal.
Decimal. 16. So then we have our category.
Vaca.
That's what. Then who can tell me what is wrong in this particular table? What is wrong?
There's no comma in cost price. After cost price.
Uh, let's see. Yeah, we keep the browser control enter. Here you can see after if you actually refresh it, another thing after our product, we actually have our product here. So yeah, that's how to actually create our product. So how can we see what is done? Select what? Select everything from what? From product. Okay. What's wrong with one? What's the table name? Oh, the table name is products. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Great. Let's insert value. So let's use this one again. Let me run this one again. First, I want to use this custom. I want to insert value into this table. So I just run this one again, control enter. So now you can see this one is bolding. But if I run this one, control enter, this product database is bolding. So I actually want to use this customer. So I'll just run this one, control enter. So this one is bolding. So I already know this is the database I'm actually using currently. So what do I want now? Okay, I want to insert into customer. So what do I want to insert into customer? Please can I see the table? Sorry. What's the name of the table? Customers.
Customer.
Okay. It's customers. Okay. So I now add an S before. So now it's starting to table. So I need the all the product ID. So we have a cost ID. I don't know if I can copy it from this list. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, okay. Starting to okay. Okay. Starting to customer. So these are the values. So do you understand what I'm trying to do? Customer ID. So these are the
Customers. You wrote customer.
oh okay. Thank you. Starting to customer. So these are the two. Complaints. Mm. Okay, I can hear the question.
Sorry, I think I asked this question on Friday, but I think I've
I
forgotten.
can hear
Is it very necessary to um insert those headings immediately after you start
no,
using?
no, no, no. No, it's not necessary. It's not necessary.
Oh, why
It's
are we
it,
doing that?
it's okay. The thing is, assuming I'm not actually imputing now. If I should remove this heading, right? If I should remove this heading, I can. If I'm actually reporting all these things, like if I'm actually imputing all these values. So if I should not include this one, so SQL will think, okay, the first one is for customer ID, the second one is for first name, the third one is for last name, the fourth one is for product work, the fifth one is product ID. But in case I don't have the values for everything, right? I can just I can just I can just do customer ID first name and product word. So XLM SQL will already know that okay, you are trying to input value into this column, into customer ID first name and product word. But today I'm actually doing this, so it will be easy for me. So now I already know customer ID. The first one is customer ID, first name is AJ, last name is Ola, because I'm inputting this manually. So I'm product word is one, product word is toy. I can see product ID is one, then amount is 500. Like because I'm doing this manually, that is exactly why I include this one. So it will be faster for me, right? It will be
Okay.
less. Yeah. So that's basically what I'm trying to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, welcome. So interesting. So this is a bit. This is how can I say but call then budget. How can I invite it? Seven. Found that the I'm trying to mix things up. What like this one process. So is this providing tracking sound for people another time for 500 around 40 six months. Sorry, so I'll be done in no time now. A little bit that's complicated. It's not toy. Toy should be one. Apple should be two. Toy should be one. Compact should be one. Then 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 put it to let me explain what I'm trying to do. Now these are like we have like how many customers? We have like 10 customers. In a way they are not 10 customers because this AGLR, then we have Ola, then we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, actually no number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, we have 6 customers that have patronized us, right? Right. So we have a an SQL list of the product they bought. So you can actually see, let's look at the table because I've actually run this query. So let's look at the table. So you can actually see that this Agiola he bought toy and the product ID, like when you buy toy, the product ID should be what? One. So the amount of a toy is what? Is 500. So he bought Ola bought food and the amount of the food, the product ID of the food. That is when you buy the food, it is true. You know the meaning of product ID. Product ID is that like okay, I have like 2,000 products. But for each type of product it will be one. So for every type of toy it will be one. For wherever we have our toy, it will be one. So we have food. Food now is two. Legos is three. Then our computer is four. Assuming we have only four products being sold in this particular company. So we have four type of products, right? But whenever anyone buy this one, this toy, it will be what? It will just be one, which is toy. So and the amount is being specified here. So that's basically what I was trying to achieve here. Do you understand? Or can I go over it again? I think they do. Sorry, I can't hear you. Oh yeah, we have to do it. Someone unmute their mic. Okay, someone said that coming again. Okay, now we have customer ID. This thing is just like, okay, I want to buy. Let's say I Shitu. I'm the customer in this case. So my first name is Shitu, right? Sorry. My first name is Abdul. My last name is Shitu. So that's just my customer because I'm the first customer. So when I'm buying something, so they already start. Okay, number one, Shitu Abdul, right? What am I buying? I'm buying toy. But in that store, the particular store, they're only selling four products: toy, computer, Legos, and food. Toy, computer, Legos, and food. So for every toy, now to specify put the product ID of the toy. Whenever you buy a toy, it will be one. So they know that okay, you one product. I have only one product. I have one you are buying one product. Assume I have like 2,000 of them. So even though we are buying different type of toy, but you understand that the product ID, the ID of toy is just one in the product ID. That is, I have four products. So even though I'm only buying one product, right? Okay, let me explain. Like I have toy. I have four categories of product I'm selling. So for each product, yeah, it has product ID. So for toy, it is one. So AJ Ola bought toy, and the product ID of that toy is what one. This guy Ola bought food. Product ID of Ola food is what two. But toy, remember that the product ID of toy is one. Why? Because toy is the first product we are selling. We are also selling food, which is the second product. Now, Legos is the third product, and computer is the fourth product, and that's why we have product ID like this. That is, toy is one, Legos is two, computer is four, and then what three? Food is two, and Legos is three. Do you understand now? Do you understand? Okay. Okay. So now let's import to the product ID thing. So the first thing I want to run is use products. So because I actually don't want to store the product ID inside the product database, I want to store it under the table here. So I'm running use products. So if you change this, you can see it is bold in here. So when I run this one now, I can just highlight this one, then press this one. Then you can actually see. So I can see my database is already bolding. That means okay, I can actually go on. So how can I insert values into products? Remember the product name is products. So what are the stuff? Sorry.
That's
Can I try
into.
to? Yes, I know. Insert into. Oh, thank you. I actually want to see like I want to see the stuff inside the columns name. Let from from product. Okay. So insert into products. So yeah, I can actually do it like this without imputing my column header. So values. What are my values? For product ID, we have one product, one. What's the product? One. That's story, right? That's story. Remember. So then what's the cost price of each story? 500. Cost price. What's the cost price? Let's say for 400. What's profit? 100 naira. That's how you're paying for 500. Then what's the quantity? How many toy is being bought? Sorry. Let me just confirm. How many toy do we buy? One, two, one, two, three, four, five. These are value. Okay, move on. This is for product ID, product, cost, price, profit, price, amount, amount, price setting, category, accessories. So the second product is which is what I think that's food. That's food. Then food is being sold for 900. So the cost price of food should be like let's say 700. Then the profits you are making is at 200. So how many food did we sell? Yeah, one, two, that's two. So I'm actually supposed to prepare this thing for the class. And amount is how much? This amount should be 5.
900.
This should be 900. Okay, thank you. Then this one should be other times.
Food.
Pardon my English. I want to use restaurant. No, like category. I just want to use restaurant. I don't know. So for the third one, which is Lagos, which is how much are we saying in this one? This is
300.
300. So our cost price will be like 200. Our profit is 100. What is the quantity? How many Lagos do we sell?
One.
First one, okay. That's 200. So this our first is last one. It is for our fourth part of it. 4.2 or something. On 3 of them. Those are profit. And another computer is 2 because okay. So we have 2. So it's going for 1,500. So let's just say more than let's just say technology. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we've done. So in a way, you can actually compare the two. So let's do that. Select. 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 Let's start from customers. Let's start from products. So let's run the two together. Customer business. What's the product? Oh, remember, I'm not using the same database. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, at least you understand what we're trying to drive at, right?
I
So
think because the T is capital letter, but the C for customer
no,
there is
no, no,
small.
no, no. No. SQL is not text sensitive. The only thing is products under this database. There is only one table which is products. Customer is under another database. Remember, we are only using this database for now. That's why the two are not cannot you cannot return both of them. So in a way, I have to actually to see this table. I have to use this database, and that's why it's returning this error. You understand? Even though if I should write this P in small letter, it will still give me this answer. It is control enter. Can you see? It's not text. It's not text data type. It's not text sensitive. So But Python is text sensitive, not SQL. So yeah, let's just continue what we have in store for us. So yeah, we've created our first table. Please do you all understand before we move on? Okay. Okay, good. So now, yeah, I have some things in store for us, which so let's start with our function. So yeah, let me use my customer database. I actually have something to do with this, and that's why I created it. This customer. So yeah, I'm already here. So now I can actually select this final one. I mean, can you see? It's giving me the results now. So yeah, what do you have? So now we want to use our functions. So now, what are the functions? Okay. So now, the first thing is we want to count how many customer we have in total. Like how many customer we have in total. So what will be the query? Counting how many customer we have in total. How many customer? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's count.
It should be what? Select what? Count.
Yes.
Right?
Into brackets.
Count of what? Custom what?
Customer ID.
Customer ID. Thank you. Right. Is that everything?
Has. No. Has.
Okay. As what? Just a
Total
count.
customers.
Okay, total customer. Okay. Let's continue.
From
Okay.
customers.
Here we can see we actually have 10 customer. But we actually want to know, this is the first one. This is the first query. But we actually want to know, remember that when we actually select everything here, we actually run this query. Remember that you have Adiola. Adiola came like twice, right? So I actually want to know how many customer, like the distinct customer that came, like how many customer we have. So that not in repetition. So what will be the store? What will be the query? Who else can say
Select
that? It should be what? Select what?
distinct.
Select distance. Okay. Okay.
Into brackets. Customer ID.
Distance one. No. Distance customer ID. One to
Oh,
everyone
first
has
name.
distance now.
That's the first name.
It should be first name. Thank you. Please do you all understand? Okay.
As. mm,
I just I just first name. Doesn't okay.
From customers.
Okay. Mm. It's giving me how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can actually see that okay, they actually what 6. I don't know if I can actually add count here. I think it will become an 11. I'm not sure. Let's try it. Wait, it does not. Okay. Do you understand? So what I just did is what we call subquery. I don't want to let them Is there like a query inside another query? Do you understand what I did? But let me. Do you understand?
Yes.
Please, do you understand? Okay. Let me just leave it then. Since everyone understand. So the first thing is, maybe we just do subquery to the thing. So the first thing is distinct first name. So when I run this thing, right, I can see it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I don't want to count it manually. So to actually count it, so distinct, count this distinct. So I just add my count. So then open my bracket, then close my bracket. So you just like count the return of all this name here. So and it's giving me 6, which is what I want. So that's how to actually use SQL. So that's number 2. So what about number 3 now? I want to use something like what else do I want to do? Let me see. Let me think about it.
Food products.
Sorry. Okay. Now I want to know the total amount spent. Total amount spent on food. I want to know total amount spent on food. On no, not on food. Like total amount spent in my company, in the store. How much is the total amount spent in the store? What total amount spent in the store? Total amount spent in the store. Who can tell me the query in the store? Total amount spent in the store.
In the
Let's go.
store,
Let's have it.
select
Yes, like in this. Okay, did what? Did you select?
some,
Select what?
some,
I can't hear you. You said all
some,
lines.
some, some.
Oh, some. Okay.
Into bracket
Some of
amount.
what? So basically, it's more like, okay, I want to select the sum of what column? What column are you trying to sum? Amount, right?
Yes.
So amount. Remember, amount. The column names are not in double column. Are not in double quotation mark. Are not in quotation mark at all. So as what?
Total
As what
spend.
amount? Let us see. Total spend. Yeah, total spend. So from what table? What table are you
Mm,
taking it from?
From
From what table? Customer
customer,
now.
customers.
Okay, so this one. So they spent total of 7,600 naira in this place. So please, do you understand how we are answering the question? Right? Do you understand? Do you understand? I can go back. We still have a long way to go. Yeah, Timothy, are you on the call?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, do
Yes,
you
sir.
understand everything?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
great.
Yes, sir.
So now number 4. Number 4. Let's let me do something. Sorry, I need to see my table every now and then so I can form question. I need to see my table every now and then.
So, yes, I want to ask something.
Okay.
My question is that having been we have saved our work and we want to like open it and refresh it. You know that you said it's the code that we need. We don't need all this table. So if we now want to like if we open it and we want to see all these table for each code we have run before. So is it that everything we can come back to normal that let's say control and we'll be seeing it after we have saved our work.
Okay, now let's say I'm number 4 now. I just close my SQL, right? I not save it. So I can actually click on my SQL, right? Let me cancel everything. I can just click on my SQL. I believe you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As in, it has it has automatic save on it. I'm still number four. Like this is where I stopped my code. So if I just run this one, control enter. So it is giving me no database selected. So in a way, I have to start with using my database. So I'll start with from the error code. I know what is wrong. So I can just say use what's the database customer. Okay. Then I run this one. Then if I should run this one now, control enter, it's giving me. If I should run this code, number two code, can you see it's returning 6. If I should, in as when the code is correct, if I should run number one code, can you see it's giving me 10. So the code is the stuff. If I should run number three, can you see it's giving me 7 6. The only thing you need is the code, not about the payment. In as much you write the correct code, no matter if you save it or not save it, in as much it is MySQL, there is automatic save there. You understand?
Okay, okay, sir. So,
Okay. Yeah, let's continue the plans. So now I want to see now for each product, like I want to know how much we spent 7,600. So I want to know, okay, toy, how much has been spent on toy, how much has been spent on food, how much has been spent on Legos, and how much has been spent on computers. Do you understand the question? That's question four. That how much this toy now it is being bought like 5 times. So that would be like 2 5, right? Because one is being sold for 500. So how much is being sold? How can I get toy 2 5, food 1 8? You understand? How can I get something like that? So because I want to segregate them, or I want to separate them into groups. That's when we use the keyword group by. So what's the first thing I want? Select what? I want to see the product bought and the amount, because the product bought will be the toy, or if it is food, or if it is Legos, or if it is computer. So the first thing I want to see is what? Product bought. The product bought. Right. The next thing I want to see is the what? Is the amount, right? So what do I want to do with the amount? I want to sum the amount, right? So this one will be what? Sum amount. What am I summing? The what column? The amount column, right? So, if I should actually, let me just say this like this. So, from what table? From what table? From customer table.
customer table.
Yeah, from customer table. Now, I want to group it by
Customers.
this product bought. Oh, thank you. Customers. So, I want to group it by this product bought. Why? I want to know, okay, for toy, it should be 500. So, you should also add this toy to this 500, add it to the initial amount. That will be what? 1,000. So, I actually want to group it by products bought. So I'm expecting four, because we only have four products being stored in this company, in this store. So actually, okay, how much has been spent on toy, how much has been spent on food, how much has been spent on Legos, and how much has been spent on computers. So I want to have group by uh, group group by what? What am I grouping it by? By this product bought. So we actually group it by what is not. These are aggregates. So we usually group it by what is not an aggregate, right? So Control C, Control V. So then, yeah, I can just let me just run this. So can we see we have toy 2 5, food 1 8, Legos 300, computer 3,000. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay, great. Okay, now let's say I actually want
Sorry,
this.
please come again.
I want to order. Okay, now let me just cancel it. Wait. Okay, now we want to group something. Let's say I'm selling four products in this particular store. The first product is toy, the second product is food, the third product is Legos, and the fourth product is what computer, right? But like like 4 or 5 customers have bought toys, and each toy is being sold for what 500 naira. That means the total amount of toys is what 55 because 5 customers has have bought toys, right? So I actually want to group them. Okay, how much toys have we sold? How much Legos have we sold? How much computers have we sold? You understand? So that's when we actually group it. That's when we group it. So the first thing is I want to see the product but I want to see the categories of the stuff I'm selling, which is the product bought cost column. So that's the first one. Then the second one will be sum of the amount because I actually want to sum all the total amounts there. So which is the first one? Then from what table? Oh my goodness. Please, sorry. This is my charger. My God. Please give me your charger. Give me a minute. Oh, sorry. My phone almost. My phone is almost dead, so I have to like charge it before I lost it. So and that's what is connecting with my laptop. That's how I connected it. So yeah. So what I was explaining is that from what table from customer. So I want to group it by this cost and this product, right? So and the next thing I will start is what group by group by what column group by this product what. Now I'm saying that we actually group it by what is not in in aggregate. We actually group anything that is not in aggregate. That's when we actually do this one. So then I actually add my semicolon. Then now I can actually see that oh toy we spent 2.5 on toy. Food we spent 1.8 on food. Legos we spent 300 on Legos and computer we spent 3,000 on computer. So now another thing I want to is that I actually did not want computer. I want it to be in descending order. So how can I what do you call it? How can I arrange this thing in descending order? Who can tell me? So this one will be
Other
what
by
order by what? It will be order by what? Now can we see? So because you are trying to order it by this column, and that's exactly why I use this column. But now this column does not look funny more like it not does not look so I can actually use an alias here. After the aggregate, I can just use like total amount here as total amount. Sorry. Alright. So it's
sorry, can
giving
I
us
ask
this.
you?
Please give it. Yes, you can.
Yeah, doesn't mean we can only like we cannot only group by the aggregate, but we can order by the aggregate.
So I don't understand the question. You
Like
cannot
you
group
mean
by the aggregate, but you can.
you said we cannot group by the amounts, the sum of
No, we cannot
amounts.
group by the aggregates because this is an aggregate. We cannot group it because they are
But
trying.
we
It is
do the
simple.
same for order
Wait,
by.
wait. It okay. Hold on. This thing is very simple. It's just English. Now, these products. What are you trying to group? You want to know toy, food. Not like you want to you want to group them on amounts. Now, if I want to group them on amounts, so this one will be 500. How many 500 do we have? But in this case, it is how many toy do we have we sold? Remember, so we want to group it by what? Product sold. So that's the first thing. And that's why we use group by. But this order by, remember that after we've gotten this place, let me just so let me run this one. So now after we've gotten to this place, remember that we want to actually order by this one. It is by this column we want to order this query. Now, because I want my 3,000 to be on top, so I want to order it by this column, not this column. If I should order it by this product bot, so it will be, and I want descending, so it will be the first one will be T, the second one will be L, because it will arrange in descending order like A to Z. But I don't want that. I want my the query to return the highest amount followed by to the lowest amount. You understand? And that's exactly why I'm actually ordering it by what the amount. It's just English. It's just like what you see is what you get. You understand? Please, do you understand? Okay. If you think we do, let me see that question again. So yeah, we have a lot of Ola. I want to know how much Ola has spent. Like if your surname is Ola, even though there's Favor Ola, there's Ola, there's Ike Ola. But once your surname is Ola, I want to know how much you spent. So who can tell me the query I will write here? That's number 5. What's the query I
From the
will write?
last name or from the first name?
Select
Select. I can hear you. Select what?
first name,
Select first name,
comma,
comma,
sum. Sum into bracket amount.
sum,
Descending
amount.
sum. Amount.
Okay.
Can you hear me,
After
sir?
this, what next? Yes, I can.
Network here.
I can hear you.
I can't see the screen again. Network.
No, no, no. I think I can because I'm using two screen here. Okay, can
It's
someone
not
help
showing.
him out? Can someone help him
As
out? How's that?
amount, total amount
Okay.
from
From what?
customers.
Finance.
Group by
Okay. Is that all?
customer.
Group, group, first name. Okay. Is that all?
Yes.
Okay. You give me what I want. That has only spent 500. That was wrong. No, it should be last name now.
Should
Come
be
on.
the last
It should
name.
be last name.
That was
Yes,
what I
it
was
should be last
asking. Is it
name.
from the first name or last name?
No, 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 no. It should be last name. Okay. Yeah. So Ola spent 3 million. So I actually want to order it now. I want to order it by data amount. So how can I do that? What will be the query?
Order by. Continue from this
It will be what? Order by. Okay.
some amount.
Amount. Thank you. Oh, okay. It should be what? It should be the same thing.
Pending.
Yeah. So now, do you understand? Do you understand now? Do we get it? Do you get it? Thank you. So we have that's how to use group and order. Now, okay. Let me remove this query. Let me remove this query. So let's continue. Now let's say I actually want to see only Ola. So in this case I will say where last name equals to Ola because I'm only interested in Ola. Remember that was the question. So what would be the query after group by? What would be the query?
Where
Thank you. It should be what?
where last name equals Ola.
Where last name equals Ola. Do you think this is how I got my Ola?
Quotation.
In what?
In quotation.
In what? And why are we putting it in quotation?
Because it's a text data type.
Yeah, I'm happy to tell you that this query is actually wrong. Why? Find out. So if I should run it now, it's telling me that you have an error in your SQL syntax. So that means after group by, right, you are not supposed to use where again. You do not use where after group by. When there is not that you are not including group by in your query, where is allowed. But once there is group by in your query, where is not allowed. So instead of where, you will use having. They serve the same function. But you know that having is used after group by. If I should run this one now, can you see it is returning only Ola. But after group by you can only use where. You can only use having, not where. Do you understand? Should I come
Yes.
again? Should I come again? Okay. After group by, after group by, you can only use having, not where. Right? You can only use how am I saying? You can use where normally if there is not group by. But once there is group by, you can only use having, not where. So when you change this one to where and you run it, it will be returning you have an error in your SQL syntax. That is after group by where is not allowed, but what having. But they serve the same function. Please do you understand? Okay, great, great. Um, okay, let me send another question I can ask. Okay. So now I want us to find the average amount of the amount average amount of the um average amount spent in. So who is going for that question? Average amount spent on this store.
Select.
What's it?
Select average.
Okay, I can hear you.
Into bracket. Select average into bracket amount.
Yeah. Sorry, please can I connect my iPod back? Just give me a minute. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I can. Now, what's the question?
Select average.
Okay, what's the answer? Sorry. So let's average of what
Close the bracket amount
amount. Right. Okay, let's have it.
from
What's next thing? From where?
customers.
From customers, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's all right.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, so that's 760 naira. That means average customer spends 760 naira. Okay, that's great. Now let's go. What else do we need? I need sorry, I don't need to see my table.
Maximum order.
Okay. Okay, I actually want to group it by you know what? Let's group it by product ID too. Or let's count the product being sold. This distance product being sold. Count the distance product being sold. Who is going with that query? I want to count the distance of products being sold. It will be what? Who's
Select
going for that?
the
Distinct.
Select distance. Okay. Distance what?
product ID.
Remember, I want to count product ID, but there has to be distance. That's what
Okay.
I want. Product ID. So I'm expecting the answer should be four because I already know that I only have four distinct product ID. So I'm expecting the answer to be four. So product ID. Okay. From where?
Customers.
From customers. So it is returning one, two, three, four. But I actually want only four. Like I actually want to see the counts of them.
So we will have count after select.
So you have counts of excellent.
Count. Open bracket. Close the bracket at the end.
Okay. And then you have our four. So you can just change this one as different counts. So yeah, this is how to go about it. So yeah, let's just go into what else do I want to teach today? So let me look at my scheme of work. So I should actually know. Okay, I'm done with function. I'm done with script. I think I've done many. Okay, but I've not done any of this. Okay, between and farming keys. Okay. Now let me start with farming keys and foreign keys. What is not farming keys? What is foreign keys? Now we have when you say farming keys. Now, what is the distinctive measure to count a student in a university? What's that? Look and tell me. How can we count? Okay, this is the number of students I have in my class in a university setting.
By
By
matric
counting the
number.
number of matric now. Thank you. So that's exactly what we are trying to do. So the first thing here. So please let's look at this thing, and that's exactly why I created this stuff. So let's look at this. So let's look at this. Now the customer ID, like for each customer, you know that this is the first customer, this is the second customer. Like this is the primary key. Like you understand, this is distinctive for each customer. When Adeola he enters the store, maybe by 7 a.m. he bought a toy. Then Ola follows by maybe 8 a.m. Then Peter goes by 9 a.m. Favor Ola got there by 10 a.m. He bought toy. He bought two toys. So we have to like register it twice. So this is by 9 a.m. Then Juwon Gray by 10 a.m. You understand? Then Ejiola came back like in the 12 p.m. And that so to actually know the number of customer that came, and that's why we give them customer ID. And we have how many customer ID? We have 10 of them. So that's exactly what we call primary key. Now what's foreign key? Foreign key is more like, okay, what did they buy? This guy he bought what toy. Toy is what 1 year. Remember we have product ID here. Now let's just check it here. So if you now want to write the table, when you click on the table drop down, you see product. This is the table. This is the product table. So you can just click something that looks like a table here, and just click it like this. So it will actually show the table for you. So now I have the table here. So now let me just show the two tables so you can actually see. So the first table is here. The first product table is here, and the customer table is here. So now let's look at this. This guy, Ejiola, bought toy, and the toy is product. The product ID of the toy is what 1. For every toy, it is 1. But looking at the product, then they're like this is the back end. Like I'm only doing this one. This one will be for the sales representative because they are the one that will be imputing the customer ID, product, you understand, product ID. This one will be automated. So whenever they bought toys, so this one will just automatically drop. Okay, this is 1. Then they will input the amount. This amount too will drop automatically. There's a way to actually do this, right? So now looking at this product now, this is the back end. The HR or the manager will only get to see this thing. They know that okay, product for the first product is what 1. So I can actually trace product. Okay, I can actually trace it here. Sorry, can I cancel this one? So I can actually trace it here that okay, what product is this guy buying? He's buying product 1, and for this place, in this place, product ID is the primary key. But in a way, it links it to this particular table, and that's why we call it foreign key. There is this particular product ID is a foreign key here, but customer ID is a primary key here, and product ID in this case is a primary key. Do you understand? Yes. How should I come again? No. Should I come again? I guess you all understand, right? Wait, do you all understand? Should I come again? Why guys shy? Yes or no?
So basically, what you are saying is that um, the product ID, which is a primary key on the product table, serve as a
Yeah.
link table and is a foreign key on the customer. I mean, serve as a link and is a foreign key on the customer table, right?
Saving. Exactly. Now, in case there is a mix up, like let's say the product is not being entered, but the product has been ID is being entered. In a way, I can actually know that I can actually link this product ID to this place, and I can actually find out that okay, this is the particular product this guy sold. Do you understand? So that's the when we are creating, there's something we call joins. When I'm trying to join now, you understand better what we mean by primary key and foreign key. So that's exactly what I want to say about that one. So, so yeah. Now let's do between and or. So yeah, this one are very like simple. Okay, let me just choose and or. So now this is what we call logical operation. Now let's just say I want to return all the amount. Okay, I want to return all the information where the product bought is toy and food only. I'm not interested in Lagos and computer. So I'll just say select everything from where from what table from customers table where where product bought where product bought is what equals to what toy equals to toy, and product bots, you understand? Product bots equals to food. That's
You
like
do not dash there on the
where
hand or the first query you write.
I don't understand.
The hand and
Oh,
hall.
oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's good. No. This should be when I'm going to this. Okay, yeah. It's supposed to be off. Sorry. Now what this is what I'm trying to we've done the other time. So now what we are trying to do is just like pure English. So I'm trying to return everything. Maybe when I'm interested in only toy and food. But in this case, if I should use and why it means that this product board should be toy and food. Like both of them should, it is just logical operation when you're using and. That means the both situation must be truth. You understand? Like when you say product bots must be toy and also product bots must be food. But there's no product bots toy and there's another column. But in this case that would be all. Maybe okay, if it is not toy, return what? Food. And that's why it is returning food only. So you understand? So it's just like pure English. So if in case you can actually change this one to what computer. So you can actually see that okay, sorry. So you can actually see that okay, it's returning computer and toy. It's just like where product bot is computer or product bot is where product bot is toy or product bot is computer. It's just like pure English. We actually use between when we are talking about time frame. Maybe you are dealing with dates and time. So don't worry as we go further in our analysis, we use between. So now the next thing we want to do is I actually want to import this Excel file. Let me just save it, right? Let me just save it. So one thing you have to note is that for everything you want to import into SQL, it has to be what CSV. It has to be in CSV file. Just save it. So yeah, let's import this. So I actually want to import this customer ID. So the first thing is go to your database, then click the drop down, click the table. Then you can actually right click on the table. Then you can actually see table data import wizard. Click it. So it is asking you for the file path. Where is the data located? Where is the file located? So I want to browse it on my computer because I save it on my desktop. Right. So I can just go on my desktop. Right. So I save it with SQL. So this is my desktop. So then I want to click on next. So yeah, you can just click on this. It's not necessary actually, but just keep clicking on next. Just keep clicking on next, then next. This might take a while to import. Oh, well, next. Then it's telling us that 41 record imported, then finish. So if you actually refresh this one, Then if I click on this drop down, then I can see that we have fire. Please, do you understand? Okay. So now let's look at the table. Oh, one thing I did mistake is that I'm not actually supposed to leave space here. Oh, mm, okay. Let's try this if it will work. Alter table. Alter table. Right. So what's the table? Control C, Control V, comma. No, hold on. No, I'm not supposed to write. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm actually supposed to write the name table. Okay. Let me rename table. Rename table. Attribute select. So I think it's just something. No, 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 I'm not into this. So let me just change the saving name. So we import it. I can just say as so this one should be attack. So let me do it once again in case you don't understand. I just want to delete this one. Okay. I'll drop it. So now you can see we only have one table. So the first thing is click on the database drop down, click on the table, then guys click on the table data import wizard. Okay, want to browse the file destination. It's on my desktop and the name is attack. So you just want to keep clicking next, then finish. So if I should refresh this one, then I can actually see my attack table. Now please do you understand now? And I can actually see what I've imported here. So yeah. So that's how to actually import from Excel or stores. So yeah, this is where we stop today. Gosh, can we do something?
Sorry, how can we now use the hand logical function?
I will create a for the next class. I will try to find a way to actually find a way to ask the question. We will use punch in our stuff. So yeah, basically that's how to import data from Excel and from SQL, from Excel to SQL, or from anywhere to SQL. And that's how to use our functions and some data cleaning. So next time we will try to do our next class is it will be on joins, then it will also be on subqueries and it will be on data cleaning. Then yeah, it will be on joins, subquery and data cleaning for that week. Then we just do some advanced window option. Then yeah, that's everything about it. Yeah, I can hear the question. Okay,
Um,
before we go, you know what? Let's just do something. Right, sorry, please. Please, can we count the name of the sets here? How many sets do we have? I just want us to let us work with the real data set. Please, can you ask your question before we start?
My question is on the customer table and the product table.
Okay.
As in the amount, is it possible we put maybe dollar sign or naira sign there without getting an error?
No, no, you not put any sign in SQL.
Okay.
Yeah? No. So yeah, let's just work. How can we count the number of sex here? Yeah, please, can someone just tell me down? So I just want to do like small data gambling here. So how can we count the number of sex?
Select
Select
count
how much?
you can the column case number.
No. I want to count my sex.
Set.
Yeah.
I don't get. Okay, set.
Like I want to sex
Okay.
from what table? From what's the name of my table? Attack.
Attack.
So if I should do something like this, control enter, it's giving me 41. But actually, I want to see the sex. Remember, I want to see how many is male, how many is female. So how can I go about that? So the first thing is I want to
Subquery
see sex.
is
No. We're not using subquery. So we are
uh,
using selecting sex, which is with this one, it should return male or female, right? So then this one will be what do you think what do you think we need to add after from in this case? Because if I should run it like this, it will give me in an
Group by.
aggregated query group by thinking. So I have to use group by what?
The column name.
So which is what? Use sex. Then control enter. Then you can actually see that male is 27, female is 14. And this is exactly what I want. Do you understand?
hmm.
Okay. So yeah, let's take if you can do some question there. So now let's see the average age of attack. So how can I actually do that? I want to see the sex and the average age of attack. So this one will be what average AVG. It will be average. Then what's this? What's the column? Age. Then it's still correct. So I can actually see that for male it is 23. That means that male above 23 should be should be careful because average age of attack is what 23, 23 and above should be careful. Then female above 21. That means in this case you can say female are more careless than male. You understand? Because what I mean by 21 is that the 21 female in their 21 want more adventure in the ocean because it's more about the ocean attack. We've done it before. That's shark attack, right? So it's more about now you can actually make an insight that okay, 21 because this is just the average age of women has been attacked by the woman. So you can just come to conclusion that okay, female above 21 are prone to being attacked by shark or having a casualty on the ocean. I think you understand. So in a way, you can say female is also maybe more attention should be paid to female. So because that's just basically what we are deriving insights in SQL, and this is one of the insights I've seen here. So what else? What else can we do? Let me run this thing again. So how can I actually know the most country that has been attacked, the number of countries that have been attacked? How can we do something like that? The most country we should return it in descending order. So it should be what?
The most
Just
country
try. No, now
or
remember
all
that
the
we have
countries.
hold on. We have Australia, we have USA. All this for you to for your name to be there, for your country to be there, that means there has been an attack on the ocean, right? So I want to know what country. I want to know the country. I want to see the country. Then I want to know how many attacks has happened in that country. So I want to arrange it in descending order. So how can
Okay.
I do that?
Select
Select what?
So you're going to select. uh,
I want to see the country. What are you expecting in the answer? I want to see this
Okay.
country row one, column one. Then for my column two, I want to see number of attack on that country.
Okay. That
Then
select
I want to
country, right?
select country. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Comma.
Comma. hmm
Mm, I
What is
think
next thing? What are you trying to achieve in the
count.
second column? Count. What are you counting?
Um, we want to count number of attack, right?
Yes, you want to count number of attack.
I don't think we have number of attack column. Yeah.
And how can we improvise that? How can we do that? Now I said for your name to be here, that means your country has been attacked or there has been a casualty on the ocean. For your name to be here. If your country name is not here, that means there is no attack in your country. That means you can actually count any of this column. Because for your country to be here, there has been an attack. So you can actually count that same country column,
Okay.
right? Do
Yes.
you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So what is the next thing?
From
Okay.
attack. And the name of the table.
Okay. What is the next thing
Group
now?
by.
Can I run it now? Group
No. Group
by
by
group by what?
country.
Can I run it now?
Order by
By
count
by what?
country. Descending.
Something. Now I can see USA. Then I can see you. Now I want to limit it. I just want to see five. I don't want to see like a lot of it. So how can I do it? So the last thing we just do is limit. Let us return 10. So yeah. Now I can see that. You understand? I can actually infer that okay, USA has the most casualty, followed by what country? Australia, followed by Italy, followed by Cuba, followed by United Kingdom. You understand? So if I'm to actually say something, and I say that who need the most attention, I can say in USA, a lot of maybe I want to maybe maybe we are working generally, like I'll just say USA country as a whole need a special attention, right? And special attention in that country, like USA is the most critical um country in need in this case, right? And more attention should be focused on women above 21 because they are prone to attack. Understand? So that's how to actually in start from in SQL. Please, do you understand what I'm saying? Please, if you don't understand, I'll go back. I'm guessing you don't understand. So let me form another question. So I actually want to see, um, I want to return female. Okay, let's see number of provoked and unprovoked casualty that we have. Number of provoked and unprovoked casualty that we have. So who is going with that? Who is going for that? It's very simple. Number of provoked and unprovoked. What do you think you are doing? What's column? What do you think the answer should be? And how do you think how many column are you trying to return? That's the first question. You want to know, okay, the first thing is provoke. Maybe it is 20 unprovoked casualty. Maybe you provoke the shark. That's when you have the attack. How many unprovoked attack do you have? How many provoked attack do you have? You understand? So that's exactly what I want to do. So who can tell me the stuff I will write?
That
Just
will be
try.
select.
That'll be what?
Select. Select.
Select.
type,
Okay. Type. Okay.
comma,
Oh, type is a
count,
okay. And
type,
what? Okay.
from, attack,
Attack.
group by,
Two by one.
type,
Okay. You can see we have unprovoked 32, provoked 4, null 1, invalid 3, voting 1. Please, do you understand? Okay. You know what? We'll do more of this in our next class because yeah, a lot of people has left the class already. So I think this is where we end today's class. Thank you guys for joining. Do you have any question? Have any question? Thank you. You have any question? So can we just okay? Can we end the class? Okay, thank you for joining. Bye.